I'm Chris Avina with American Outdoor News. We're here for another episode. We're up at Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures in upstate New York with Randy and Gary. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Chris, for having us.
Now, I gotta say, I've been to a lot of outfitters, and some good, some bad. I love the way things are run here.
Thank you.
It's organized. The staff is outstanding. They're attentive, and they're very accommodating, and I appreciate that about you guys.
Very nice. It's people like you that make this place so. Chris, you're a great person to have up here. Very knowledgeable of sport. You understand when the deer aren't moving. You understand when they are moving. So
you mean these hunts here aren't guaranteed?
They're not guaranteed hunts.
No, it's not. Nothing's guaranteed.
Can you tell me how Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventure started?
Well, Jody Bowl, the outfitter now, acquired this with his two brothers from the actor Sidney Poitier. He used to own this place, and I'm not sure how they acquired it, but they bought it from him. His one brother Johnny was more into outdoors than Jody and his brother Ed were.
Dr. O's.
Dr. O's, that he sold buck lures.
Okay.
And he wanted to start something like this. They found the building, the house, they bought it, and he started from that. And that's been over 20 years now we've been doing this.
Okay. So Sidney Poitier owned this house.
Correct. Yes, he did.
So basically, if these walls could talk.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I've been here for about 15 years and went through a renovation that took process about maybe 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And before the renovation, the walls could talk. They could seriously hold a great conversation.
I gotta say, the accommodations are great. You got a beautiful drop-down living room there with a fireplace. Every room has a bathroom and a shower, which is, that's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that when you go to any outfitters.
A lot of guys come here, they think that they're going to be sleeping on a cot in a sleeping bag and washing up in just a sink or whatever.
Yep.
So when they go home, they don't tell their wives the great accommodations that are here.
Well, I brought my sleeping bag because I didn't know what to expect, and when I walked in, I was like, wow. Right. This is nice.
So like I said, we've been doing this for over 20 years, and we've learned what the hunter wants, and the amount of hunters that we've had. They've come from all over. We've had groups come from Florida, some guys from Texas, and it's great to meet people from all over the country. And it's nice for us. I'm interested in talking to people that have hunted, all over. So.
Well, how do you become an outfitter? You either have to really love the sport of being in the outdoors, or you got to be a little crazy.
A little bit of both, yeah. I'm from this area to begin with. I've lived around here, so I know the area pretty well. And a friend of mine used to be a guide here, and I worked with him, and he was telling me about it, and he said they were looking for help. So I said, yeah, ask them if they need me, and they did. We went to the class up in Lake Placid for a guide course.
Okay.
We took that, and that was interesting. And that's where we are right now.
Lake Placid is a beautiful area.
It was beautiful.
It was the site of the Miracle on Ice,
mm-hmm. Yes,
1980 Olympics.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And so what kind of hunts do you host here?
Well, we do deer hunting. We do goose hunting, which just a few days ago I took a couple of guys out and we limited it out. Turkey hunting is one of our big things. We have a great turkey population around here.
Okay.
We have the pheasant hunting. That's up behind, they do that around Jody's horse farm.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys, when I say guys, I mean hunters. There's men and women,
sure.
Husband and wives. They come to go pheasant hunting, and Now we're getting into a little bit of coyote hunting now too,
Yep.
because we are getting overpopulated with coyotes. So we try to keep ourselves busy throughout the year.
I think the coyotes are a general problem in New York.
Definitely,
They're
yes, they are.
Their packs have been growing, and it's always a pleasure to shoot one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Now, what I found interesting is the amount of property and the amount of stands that you have here. This sits on 75 acres. There's another 750 down the road. How much property do you have?
I believe it's somewhere around 3,000 acres, maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah, yeah, it varies around 4,000.
We have a lot of dairy farms around here, apple orchards, and we lease the property from them. So when somebody goes out hunting, they don't have to worry about anybody else being out there, the locals being out there. When they're out there, they're all by themselves. They have the whole area to themselves.
And Chris, a good point to make with these with this 4,000 acres. It's all connected to each other, so it's not like you have to drive 10 miles to this piece of property or 5 miles to this piece of property. You can virtually walk out the door at the lodge and virtually cover 3,000 to 4,000 acres without crossing.
It's almost as big as the Dutton Ranch.
Yeah, wherever that is. Where's the Dutton Ranch?
That's the Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Paramount TV.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But, so you have right now around 400 stands.
Jody, the owner, will tell you we've got about 250. But when I came here 15 years ago, he was saying 250, and I've personally put at least 10 stands together every year since that. So
15 years,
if you asked us,
150.
yeah, I would say we must have damn close to 400 stands.
Yeah.
How do you manage 400 stands?
Jody's the genius. He really is. He does all the stand locations, the picking of stands during hunts, and every year he's showing me a new stand that I didn't even know about. So he's the brains behind the operation. He
Well,
does well.
I know yesterday when I went into my stand, I know for a fact that nobody's hunted that stand for a while.
Right.
And I know that because when I climbed up into the stand, I had to chop away some of the vines just to sit down.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is a great spot.
Oh, wow. We start doing stands, and when I say doing stands, we brush hog a path to the stand. We climb the stand, making sure it's secure, make sure there's a hook for the bow or the rifle, make sure there's a pull-up rope, and we start September 1st doing stands. We probably, by the time October 1st comes around, which is the first for bow season, we've probably got maybe 200 stands done. That's leaving almost 200 stands that we haven't got to.
That's a lot of work.
So the one you got into with the vines hanging off, it was one that they didn't get to yet.
Right.
Yet.
Right.
It was a pleasure, trust me.
Nice.
But it's been a great experience here. The food is outstanding,
Yeah, Lana bailed us out.
and you know, you guys really cater to the client, and I feel like you come here as a client, but you're leaving as a friend.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I've got a lot of friends. I mean, through the 20 years plus, I've met a lot of guys that, they keep coming back. We have a lot of returns.
Yep.
Because of the accommodations, because of the hunting area, because of the way that we treat them. It's a lot of fun. It's work, but it's also a lot of fun.
I agree. It's it's a passion that. Hey, you doing, handsome? Are you coming up? He's making himself at home.
He's unbelievable.
My girl's gonna be jealous when I get home. She's gonna think I'm cheating on her.
Look at him. He's looking right into the camera like this is where I'm supposed
Baxter's
to
the
be.
new star of the show. But yeah, being an outfitter and being an outdoorsman, it's not what you do, it's part of your DNA.
Exactly, yes.
It's a lifestyle. Thank you. It's really a lifestyle that it's really part of who you are. And if you don't do it, you don't understand it.
Right.
But we do.
Yep.
And we've also had a lot of first-timers, youths. We're big into youth hunting. We love to take fathers and sons out and have their son or daughter shoot a turkey for the first time or their deer for the first time. So we love doing that.
That's very important, bringing youth into our sport that has been depleting right up until COVID. And then you started to see the numbers start to go back up
Yeah.
because people were just anxious to
Right.
get back outside.
Right.
And I think we got COVID to thank for something.
Yeah, right, yeah, that's right.
But where can we find Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures? Is that the website?
The website, Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures.
Yep. Yep. We're
And I'll give the phone number, and when they call, they'll more likely get Lana, which is Jody's sister.
Okay.
She's also the cook and then cleans the place when everybody leaves. So she will answer the phone and you know, take your information and stuff, and hopefully book you a hunt.
Well, I highly recommend coming here. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. The stands are great. It's the fields, the woods, it's vast. There's so much property to hunt on. You're never going to cover it all. What do you say, Baxter?
Baxter's on break
And I
right
made
now.
a new best friend here. So definitely check out the website, StuyvesantOutdoorAdventures.com. Subscribe to our podcast, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.